Despite rumors that Real Housewives of Potomac will begin filming next week, my sources are saying that allegedly the franchise is about to be on pause. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. If you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly, despite what many fans may think, Real Housewives of Potomac may not be filming next week. Are they on extended pause? I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly the Real Housewives of Potomac production team is scrambling to fix a huge mess that they created. A mess so big, it may need a long filming pause to fix. The source said, production at Real Housewives of Potomac is a complete mess. Everyone is scrambling and pointing fingers at who's to blame for this disastrous season. Candiace leaving really put a huge monkey wrench, said the source, in the filming schedule. Now the production team has to start a new search for not one, but 3 new housewives. Also, the PR fallout from the way Candiace and Wendy were treated at this year's reunion has created a PR nightmare that will most likely take a full season and a carefully constructed narrative to fix, ended the source. The big issue for production at Real Housewives of Potomac is, unfortunately, the production team does not have the range to understand and rectify their problems. A pause is definitely needed, said the source, and without one, the franchise would more than likely end. Fans are just fed up, said another source. This reunion was an eye-opener for everyone. The writing is on the wall that things need to change, and quick. A pause is needed so production can also figure out what to do with Gizelle and how to fix the franchise's fractured relationships with the fans and the ladies. Another source said, allegedly, Real Housewives of Potomac could be in store for an even longer pause than Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's just how bad things have gotten. Now, kinfolk, this is some information that came across my desk late last night in regards to the rumor that Real Housewives of Potomac will start filming next week for season, I think it is 9. I talked to my sources early this morning, and they said that is just not the case. What they did say, however, is that next week that you could allegedly start hearing some rumors about the ladies going into their initial meetings about, what their storyline and what their narratives are going to be for the upcoming season. But filming is definitely not one of those things that they can expect to start happening next week. Now, kinfolk, I'm not surprised by this rumor gaining a lot of legs. And the reason why I'm not surprised about this rumor gaining a lot of legs is this. This was a very interesting season of Real Housewives of Potomac. And behind the scenes, production has been really wanting to move on from this whole narrative of colorism and want to get themselves out the hot seat as quick as possible. And so this rumor that they'll start filming next week, only maybe about 1 or 2 weeks after the last reunion film, seems out of character, but a lot of people can understand why that could possibly be the case. But unfortunately, it's going to take a pause, probably even an extended pause, to get all this mess sorted out that production has created with the franchise. Trying to move quickly on to Mia's, 3-way marriage relationship and moving on quickly to Karen's DUI is not going to fix the problem. My sources are saying they cannot just start filming with just those 2 storylines and simply try to gloss over everything that happened last season, especially when it pertains to Gizelle, Wendy, and Candiace's relationship. Now, kinfolk, the next part about this rumor that I feel like makes a lot of sense why an extended pause is needed, and it has to do with this one cast member, and it's this. Everyone knows that Gizelle seems unwilling to want to make amends with the ladies. She seems as if she's not interested in moving forward with none of them. The only person she seems to be interested in moving forward with is Karen and Ashley, if Ashley ever crossed her. But other than that, it seems like Gizelle is going to be that housewife on the cast who's going to take the most convincing that she has to change her ways. And Gizelle has become very stuck in those ways. And so an extended pause, I definitely do believe, will be a bonus or a plus for production to try to get their act together and try to also make Gizelle get her act together. Gizelle is not a person who's going to just change her stripes overnight. It's going to take a strategic plan and really Gizelle getting a talking to as to why she needs to change her image on the show. It is really bringing the franchise down. People are already talking about they're not going to be reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac next season, and that is creating another PR nightmare for the franchise. And so them moving on so quickly, my sources are saying, just does not make sense. They have a lot, and I mean a lot of housekeeping to do before they can even charge up a battery to go into a camera to go out into the field to film. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor, that I do feel like an extended pause is needed. And I think that it's also needed for this reason. The production team has to get their act together more than anything. The production team has become very lazy at Real Housewives of Potomac. And we talked about this before, how it seems as if they allow Gizelle to pretty much do their jobs. And the thing about Gizelle doing their jobs for them, she cannot be a neutral person, right? To be a producer, you have to be neutral, even when you're producing your fellow castmates. And that's something Gizelle seems like she is incapable of doing. So an extended break will allow the production team to get their act together. My sources are saying that right now it's going to be very hard for them to change over production companies because of contracts and alleged negotiations and things of that nature from past contracts. However, mixing up producers and taking producers from one franchise to another may be something that they're looking into doing and to help change the narrative and the look of Real Housewives of Potomac. But I think I speak for everyone when I say that if you feel like Gizelle is the issue, then it's going to have to be a shakeup in the production company and the production team at least in order to make Gizelle come to work and play ball with the rest of the ladies. Real Housewives of Potomac cannot go another season with Gizelle acting like she is above it all. We saw how that happened with Real Housewives of Atlanta with Nene and how it pretty much destroyed the franchise to the point that where they're still trying to fix it. So if they can cut the cord with trying to protect Gizelle every season and allow the real Gizelle to show, they can really get some viewers back and get their numbers back up and really change the way the viewers look at their credibility when they're filming and editing the Real Housewives of Potomac franchise. Now, kinfolk, there is another part of this rumor that I did find very unlikely. And the reason why I found it very unlikely, again, it has to do with production and also has to do with the way the cast is made up. And it's this. When the rumor broke yesterday that they were going to start filming Real Housewives of Potomac next week, I just knew that this could not be possible, right? Simply because also the production team has a big issue when it comes to casting. Right now, they only have 5 ladies going into season 9. Now, technically, they can work with 5 ladies, right? If all of them show up to work. However, you're going to have Gizelle, who's going to be unwilling to play ball, which makes it almost impossible for Wendy to show up to work. And then you're going to have Ashley trying to move along the storyline with her usual lies that the fans are going to get tired of. And them trying to gang up on Mia is not going to work because we talked about it. Mia has complete control of her narrative. And then when it comes to Karen, Karen is an OG and she does not have a feeling that she has to, explain herself when certain things happen in her life. So production has a really big casting issue, especially with Robin and Candiace both gone. They really do need 2 more housewives, or if not 1 more housewife and another friend of the show. Potomac is one of those interesting franchises where the dynamic really only works when there's a stacked cast. It's one of the only franchises, if not the only franchise, that typically has 7 housewives, including almost 3 friends of the show in any given season. And so this huge hole in casting. Is going to create a extended pause, I feel like, regardless of if they started filming before they even got into like the meat and crust of the season, because they don't have enough ladies to move a storyline along. And also, we already know that Ashley does not have that much going on in her personal life outside of Michael, in which she refuses to talk about. So again, production can be walking into a huge trap that they could set by themselves, actually, in trying to center entire season around Mia and Karen's storylines. Something I do believe fans will get tired of, but unfortunately, I think it is a stunt that production will probably end up going in that direction too. However, without a good cast shakeup and this casting situation fixed, an extended pause is going to be the only thing that can fix it. If not, then it's going to be an even more disastrous season than it was last year. Now, Kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. I know you are to believe this rumor because right now it's just alleged information. Do you think that the Real Housewives of the Potomac can benefit from an extended pause in filming? Or do you think they should just go right into pause and then pick up at Mia's three-way relationship and Karen's DUI? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, Kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.